welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. I'm Jackie.
I'm a husband, Glenn.
That's him.
Here for Married at First Sight, Season 10, Episode 10. Married at First Sight, as you see, we got a new location here, getting ready to do a little bit of traveling, so we wanted to make sure we got the Married at First Sight review out before we hit the road. Make sure you leave a review, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell notification. We got a lot to talk about and unpacking this show. Episode 10, season 10, Episode 10. Man, where do we want to start? Let's start with Brandon and Taylor.
Oh my gosh.
These two right here. Why? Because they're clowns. They both immature. Very immature. Very immature, Brandon and Taylor. Very immature. We see that they meet with Dr. Pepper. One of the first couples to meet with Dr. Pepper. And she's trying to break down and discuss the issues with Brandon and Taylor. They hadn't seen each other since the blow up, since Brandon left his key on the table and Brandon just dipped. He left. he rolled out. He's like, yo, I'm done. Finito. I'm finished. And, you know, Dr. Pepper gets down to the nitty gritty of what's going on with Brandon and Taylor. And Taylor brings up Panama yet again. She doesn't. And one thing I like about what Dr. Pepper said, both of you guys are at fault. She just didn't blame one person.
Right.
She held both of them accountable. And
she said to them basically like, either you're going to start over or you're not.
Yeah.
Either you're going to start over or you're not. And I mean, Dr. Pepper called them both on the carpet. This side of Taylor was something that we saw in the last episode, but it was way worse. It was way worse. She was like very, very closed off, very matter of fact, like, okay, yeah, whatever, Dr. Pepper. Look, he asked for it, I gave it to him, which was new from last episode, because before she said what Brandon was caught up on was she did this Instagram video, and her whole thing was it wasn't to get at him, it wasn't about him. And she finally said in this episode, oh, I was mad. Yeah, I was mad at him, and I was on some get back.
Yeah, she was on some get back, and
which we knew,
which we all knew she was on some get back, and she alluded, like, I don't even know. Basically, she kind of said, I don't even know how he saw it because no one friends with me, and no one. So somebody leaked the interview to him or leaked her post to him. Either way, she said it, she did it, she admitted it, but she still can't get over Panama. He's like, I'm trying. But she won't let it go. This right here, I don't care who you are or what you are. This is one of those offenses where I can't forgive. Whether right, wrong, and indifferent, he has the right to say that. You know, and that's where he was at. He like, I can't forgive it. Y'all can say what you want to say, and you know, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, I'm done. And you know, and she and Dr. Pepper tried to make him feel. I don't know if she may try to make him feel guilty, but she like, there was a lot of other people who wanted to do this process,
right? And
you're quitting.
Right.
You're quitting on the process. You're not trying. You know, Brandon, he tried to say that Taylor has been talking to other dudes early in the morning, that she's getting text messages, hanging out late.
Which she denied.
Hanging out late. So there's a lot of things going on that we have not seen with this couple.
And he brings up again the fact that she's doing this for Instagram likes. She's doing this for TV. She's not in it. She don't want to be married. His thing where he was like, I'm done is, she said, I'm single. That's how she's carrying it. And he was like, that's what she is. That was not a lie. She said it.
Yeah.
And so he's like, you're not trying. So I give up.
Yeah, definitely not trying. She said she was single, so guess what you're going to be today? Single. He was like gone. He took the microphone off. He like, can I take this off? And he rolled out. He left. Now they meet with their friends a little bit later, and you know, they both share their side of the story. And you know, they have friends that supported them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have friends that say, you know, let's see it from the other person's perspective for anything of that nature. They had friends who supported their viewpoint. You know, even her big dude, what's his name? Tochi was like, yo, girl, we got a party barbecue. You single. And the other girl had
There's gonna be guys there.
There's gonna be guys there. Like, nah, dog, she's married still. Like, yo, she's still married. She's technically married. You know, they didn't even go out with the other couple when they went out to cook. Taylor and Brandon, they're a mess. And we see why that marriage is, you know, if you don't know about that marriage is over.
Yeah. But Taylor still seemed like she wanted to try. That was her thing with Brandon. He's just giving up. He basically just wanted an out. He was going to use anything to get out of it, and he's using this to get out of it. But
I can see how you come to that conclusion, though.
Yeah, with Dr. Pepper, after Brandon left, and even when she met with her friends, you know, she was like, I'm still optimistic. I'm still, you know, want to try. But
she didn't want her marriage. She didn't want her marriage to fail. I don't think anybody comes into it wanting their marriage to fail. But life gets in the situation, life gets in the way, and them not being able to communicate, them not being able to treat each other with respect, them not being able to get with the experts early has caused them a lot of problems. Yeah. You know, he's in a room playing Xbox, she's doing work or whatever case may be, sitting there mad on Instagram, on her phone, and there's no communication there. I think when we're on the honeymoon, they have to communicate. Mm-hmm. When it comes back to the real world, life takes over.
Yeah, you gotta make time.
You gotta make time, and they don't know how to do that and how to make time. No, then we go to the other couple who's a mess.
Yeah.
Meka and Michael. Again, they wake up early in the morning, getting ready to have breakfast. The night after they blow up, and Meka's like, "Yo, you lying? you still a liar. Basically, you're a liar. I don't like being with liars, and I'm tired of you lying." And he was like, "You know, what do you want me to do?"
Right.
You know.
His thing to Meka was, "You're not being vulnerable. You're not being open." She was like, "Well, how am I not being vulnerable? What is it that you want from me?" And like I told my husband, I said, to me, I feel like, she said one thing that I was like, she said, "I'm in there. I'm trying to focus on our problems." And I was like, "Nah, honey, that's the wrong thing. That's why you keep getting messed up. You focused on the problems instead of what we can do to try to fix it," if that makes sense. But what he's looking for her from vulnerability is some feelings, some actual feelings.
Stop being so hard.
Right, some actual feelings, and stop beating me up, and like he said before, looking for things that I'm lying about. Even though we find out that Michael do be
stretching the truth,
telling tales,
fibbing,
white lies,
telling stories.
Telling stories.
Whatever way you want to call a lie, Michael be lying. Y'all, Michael be lying. He can't even. There's no way to sugarcoat it. From lying about the miles of his car, lying about his job, lying about the fact that he teaches yoga, and they come to find out that he cleans up the place where he teaches yoga, but maybe he's a substitute.
He did not. That's the one. He did not admit to that. He said, I teach a yoga class once a month. Because the show, I've been put in as a substitute yoga teacher, which means I get something every once in a while. And there's people there, management changes a lot, and there's some people there that don't know me. But, Michael, I be trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, bruh, but...
Michael got an answer for everything.
Oh, my gosh.
Michael has an answer for everything. And, again, it's like the boy who cried wolf. You lie to me once, you lie to me twice, and now everything that comes out of your mouth sounds like a lie. And so that's where he's at with Meka. Meka like, "Yo, you lie too much. I don't know what's the truth. I don't know what's the lie." And so every time you talk, I don't know if you lying or telling the truth because he lied so much. But Michael said he lied after he met with Dr. Pepper. He lied because of rejection. He doesn't want to be rejected. And he's talking about being vulnerable. He's not opening up to Meka because he doesn't trust her. And so that's where their relationship at. I think they had some breakthrough with Dr. Pepper when they was talking about that because he finally admit that he does lie. Mm-hmm. He finally admit that he has been lying.
As a protective mechanism.
As a protective mechanism. But I had to go in my mind about some of the lies that he said. What was he protecting? The lie on the airplane.
I guess that what he was protecting is, I don't know you that well, and I don't know what you're getting ready to do with this information. I don't know you.
But I gotta have sex with you or our marriage is gonna be broken up.
Same time, man. I don't know you.
I lie about the fact that I'm getting a double pay. My pay has increased.
Same time, man. I don't know you.
I could have just said, you know what, I'm a substitute yoga teacher, so I teach every once in a while. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm a yoga teacher, I teach yoga 3 times a week. And Lifetime doesn't help because they went back and showed all the lies that he told or allegedly said.
Yes.
So production did not help Michael in this situation. But towards the end of the show, we saw him and Meka doing better than they did at the beginning because they started to open up with Dr. Pepper and started having conversation and started to talk. And other couples noticed too that they have issues when they went cooking again. they felt so cold.
Yeah, Mindy was like, I don't know what's going on with them, but they're not affectionate. I mean, everybody knows what's going on with me and Zach, but I don't know what's up with. Well, Mindy didn't say that. I said it, but because everybody does know what's going on with them. But you know, it's like they're trying to figure out Michael, and there's even a part where, you know, when they're sitting down eating, they ask Meka and Michael, well, Meka, you know, works Taylor and Brandon. And my husband's like, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing.
That's their business.
And on the low, Michael was saying it too, because he said later, you know, outside of the dinner, you know, that's their business. Let them work out their marriage. But, you know, Meka wasn't all the way forthcoming with what happened.
She spilled enough tea. Yeah,
but how about Katie already knew? Who else was it? Mindy. Mindy had seen the Instagram video too. So they knew it was something.
But they knew it was something, but they saw the Instagram video. They didn't know exactly what it was. So, you know, when you see that or you hear about that, it's like we don't want to broadcast other couples' business.
Right.
You know, I know it's a TV show reality, but I don't want to get involved in what they're going through. You know, if they're there, that's fine. You know, we could talk about it because we're supposed to be meeting as a group and discuss it. Like Zach and Mindy did later on. But if they're not there, look, they're going through something, and just leave it at that, and leave it there and keep it moving. But she went into detail. You had an Instagram post. They mad, Brandon, this, that, and the other. Man, Meka, stop being messy.
Yeah. So Michael was mad there for them telling the business, and then when Meka was like, I talked to Taylor, he was again like, you talking to her? You telling her my business? Ned, and you wonder why I be lying.
You wonder why I be lying, right? You wonder why I don't be telling you nothing. You know, so, you know, they still working some things out. You know, they had a task that Dr. Pepper gave them. They had to write some things down on the card, blindfolded, and answer the questions.
And be truthful and honest.
Be truthful and honest. And Michael was truthful and honest. You know, again, back to the lie. She's harping on this lie. Like my thing is, like, she's never been lied to before. You know, just go ahead and forgive him. Let's try to move on and work on it.
But I guess for her, it's not. I mean, it's not like, I'm sure she has been lied to before, but all the consistent and persistent lies, you do be like,
it takes a toll on you. I understand that it takes a toll, but hopefully they work through this, and hopefully he'll be more honest and truthful coming in the near future to his wife, because guess what? That's a bad way to have a relationship, be in a relationship. You're 3 weeks in, and you known as a liar.
It's a mess.
It's a mess, especially if you want to be together forever. So it's a mess. We know how that story shapes out too. So
yeah,
with those two,
but they don't know. You know, some of the couples that we have ranked up higher, they slipped all the way down there. You know it's bad. Again, like last week, you know it's bad when you drop down to Mindy and Zach's status.
Yeah, and you bad when you get to Mindy and Zach, and they don't even live together. Right, they don't even live together, but you're dropping below their status. And so, but Mindy and Zach, they had a little moment. Dr. Pepper got on Zach basically like, you being childish. You told me, again, footage that you didn't matter about the attraction, matter about what it looks like, that you're going to try to work the process. And right now, you're not even trying to work the process. What's the problem?
Yeah, Dr. Pepper said he is one of the worst married at first sighters that she has. She's never had anybody treat the experiment like Zach has. She said it.
But do you blame them?
No.
I blame the experts.
I don't.
They should have seen this coming.
I don't.
He's narcissistic.
But he said, but like Dr. Pepper said, he answered the questions really well. And you're not doing what you said. You're not doing what you said. And she basically was, what she said in no uncertain terms was that, Zach, you're doing this experiment the way you want to, and that is not the way it's supposed to go.
Zach think it's dating at first sight instead of married. Oh, because I mean, think about it. They have fun when they're like on a date or when they couple, but he doesn't live with her. Right. So the dating aspect of it, even the exercise they had when they had to go through the yoga, and you know she's sitting on his lap and they're rubbing each other and they're moving. He enjoyed it. They had a connection. They're dating, but he won't stay at her place. He won't go home with her. Right. He has to leave. So he's fine with the dating aspect. he's not comfortable with being married. And he
should not have gotten on Married at First Sight.
Should have signed up for the show, because Married at First Sight implies that you guys are married, or it is that you're married, and that you should live together. So he doesn't see the two in his mind. But Zach did not talk in circles this week. He actually had some good points.
He did.
He had some good points and had some clarity.
Surprised.
I was surprised too. Maybe I don't know why, but maybe he had some clarity. But
maybe it was his conversation with his sister. A little bit. I don't know.
But yeah, maybe. But Zach and Mindy, they're working on their relationship. They're working on some things. Hopefully, they can get it together. We saw some previews for next week's episode where there's going to be a little explosion there. He said she's lying and he's getting close to one of her friends. So it's a lot of fireworks. And Mindy's worst fear is that not to make her parents right.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going that way.
It looks like her
She said that, you know, it looks like it's going that way.
Like her family's like, look, this not for you and the person you're going to get. And Zach is doing everything he can to make them right. And this relationship is going downhill.
Y'all, excuse me. Tired.
Relationship's going downhill. But we also had Derek and Katie. Found out both of them can't cook.
Oh my gosh, he didn't coat the pan with anything to fix the eggs for the omelet.
Cooking 101.
They couldn't flip it over. The meat in the pan, the meat got stuck to the pan.
Mystery meat.
Yeah. The fire alarm, the smoke detector went off.
He opened the door and then I never seen anybody who opened the battery case and didn't take out the battery. If you wanted to start beeping, take out the battery, open the door, fan it, open the smoke detector, and take the battery out. It'll stop beeping. Not just opening the where the battery's at. Oh man, they were funny in this episode, but you can see that they're trying to get together. Their task was to have a Jenga game, and talk about their issues and their things. And she, got to the point where both of them was drinking. You can tell they got a little inebriated in there. And so they was talking about
everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy. They got tipsy. And just talking about being loved and what's your pickup line? And he said his pickup line, he didn't tell her what a pickup line was. Pickup line was just him going over there and kissing her. Yeah, he didn't say that. It's like, you never had to pick anybody up before. And so they're still playfully in this romantic stage. He did some sweet things, brought flowers and different things of that nature, and wanted to make sure that their relationship was tight.
Oh yeah, the flowers and the painting.
Yeah.
And they were painting a dog.
Painting a dog. Not painting a dog like you thought, but it was painting a picture of a dog.
Wait, why did you have to put me out there?
Yeah.
It's late. I'll tell you, I was like, why would they put paint on a dog?
Like, no, this is not body painting a dog. It's a picture, it's a sipping paint.
I'm telling y'all, forgive me. But they never finished the painting of the dog. But they did go in the room to try to finish off the game.
Got
a little hot and bothered.
Hot and bothered there. They finish off the game. And
let me backtrack too. In the middle of painting, they both got hungry, okay? So let's fix some dinner. Mac and cheese?
Yeah.
This is the second time we've seen them eating mac and cheese, and based on the egg thing, I guess that's the safest thing for them. Kraft mac and cheese is the safest thing.
You can't mess up. You're not supposed to be able to mess up mac and cheese.
Nah, but I would like to see some meat with it, or a vegetable or something.
Big
bowls of mac and cheese.
They don't know. I can't even say it's a vegan diet. I don't even know what that is. That's a mac and cheese diet. So they wanted to eat their mac and cheese and let it roll out. So that's But it was good to see them interact. I like the game was pretty good for them. Then we go to Austin and Jessica. And Austin and Jessica, again, they felt kind of bad because everybody, when they went to cooking, everybody was talking about all their problems and issues, and they were like, we really don't have any.
No, they were like smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing, try to make up some stuff, just try to fit in.
Yeah, the one thing she said was like, I'm a type A personality, which that can be irritating, but she said basically Austin's taking it in stride. He's, patient with me, he deals with me, we working it out, and they actually almost felt kind of bad, but of all people, Zach was like, don't feel bad because it's smooth sailing for you and not for us.
And that's the first time he didn't speak in circles. I understood that. I understood that. He was telling me, like, look, don't feel bad. Y'all guys have worked out. They got it right. And that's what I thought was cool because, sometimes when you're with other couples and things are going right in your house, whether your finances are going right and people talking about finances, whether your kids are doing well and they talking about how their kids are having issues, sometimes it make you do feel bad. But also you got to look at, what? I'm doing a good job. And whatever it is, whether it's parenting, whether it's marriage, whether it's financial, you just got to look at it in stride. You know what? Don't feel bad at your success.
Right.
That somebody else is having an issue with it. And if you could lend a hand and help them out. So they can improve in whatever area it is. They had a sex exercise, and they, their chemistry is still nice and hot.
Yeah, but the one thing that both of them say, is like, we're affectionate and they on this, we don't kiss and tell. They're still like that, and we're not for a lot of PDA. Not that we don't express that to each other. It's just that we don't necessarily want people to see. And doing the activity was a little bit different for them. You could tell, Austin had to try to give her a lap dance. So I don't know if it was the camera that made him stiff or he just,
just couldn't move.
Couldn't move, period. But
no rhythm.
I mean, can't catch the rhythm of the stroke.
No, can't catch the rhythm.
But it's late, y'all. So silly. But anyway, so I mean, it's just. What can you say about them? They have moved up to the top of my list. They've been my favorite couple. No, not by default.
By default.
They've been my favorite couple for a while now because they're so smooth. I mean, it's almost boring because reality TV, you want it to be kind of rough and bumpy, but I think we get enough bumps in the road from the other couples that we don't have to worry about Austin and Jessica. So I mean, I like it. I like it.
Some of the other couples get their own spinoff if they stayed married because you'll see a lot of bumps on the road. But they're just like Greg and Deanna from last year. Greg and Deanna last year didn't have too many bumps on the road, and production tried to make it seem as if there was a bump in the road between those two. And I think that's where Jessica and Austin at. I'll be surprised if Jessica and Austin have any issues in any of these episodes.
If they don't stay together, I'd be surprised.
If they don't stay together, I'll be totally surprised. But this season 10, episode 10. Well, it had some good points. We saw a lot of different things. We realized that Brandon, is checked out. We knew he was checked out, but we saw that a different side of Taylor. She tried to cry a little bit. I don't know about y'all, but that cry seemed a little bit it seemed a little phony.
He said it was fake.
A little fake. Like, well, maybe it was for TV. I don't know. That cry seemed like... Well, I mean, it was real tears. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But it just didn't seem the whole extra... And... Because I guess it hit her like, yo, I did mess up. I was mad. I just told you, and I think I said in the previous episodes, when you say you forgive somebody,
you got to let it go.
You got to let that go.
You got to let it go.
The Bahama thing after 3 weeks,
Panama
thing after 3 weeks should be done with. And so she can't let it go. She couldn't let it go when they got back. He apologized when he brought her flowers, and I think episode 4 or whatever, and they first got home and he sat down and he apologized to her, and it was like, okay, we're done. That's what it should have been. Let's start over. Let's fresh, put it behind us, and move on. When they met with their family and they said, okay, we're going to hit the reset button, and this is what we're going to do. Hit the reset button, move on. Don't keep holding on to things, and which is killing their relationship, and which eventually killed their marriage.
Yep.
So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell notification. Please let us know your comments on this episode 10 of Season 10 of Married First Sight. Let us know what you think. Once again, hit the subscribe button and bell notification. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.